Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. They're obviously disappointed with how things are going. Momentum working right now against them.
And you know, right now for the visiting team, they have to like the progression that we've seen. Bit by bit, everything coming together. Consistency going forward will be key.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got the Magician, Q out there with Primetime. Then there's Carter, and it's Jones in at the 5 down low. We've got Hammonds. Harris is out there with the General. Then there's A-Train, and it's Edwards in at the small forward. Doris, teams sometimes struggle right out of the blocks. When do they generally hit, in your opinion, the panic button?
Well, let's hope the panic button doesn't get hit for anybody, Kevin. But the one thing that would concern any team, obviously, is injury to a star, either an established star or a rookie they're trying to get good minutes for. But, boy, if you're hitting the panic button this early, look out.
But the one thing is, Doris, you can really kind of rectify the situation because of the length of the regular season.
No doubt, Kevin. An NBA year affords plenty of opportunities to find your footing.
Here's Primetime. Pass to Marshall. It's tipped. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Here's the General. Passes it to A-Train. And here's Edwards. Clock at 6. Pass to Hammonds. Harris inside the line. And misses it off the right side of the rim. To the middle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And the first one drops. Brown is checked in for Edwards. Carter hits them both. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Here's the General. He's coming off a 10-point game again.
Come get it, come get it.
Brown outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the line. They get it back. Now the pass to Q. Here's the 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary. even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Here's the general. Out to the wing. Here's Hammonds. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Here's prime time. 9 points last game out. And there's the call on A-Train. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Inside. Here's Q. Right side Jones. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Brown wide open. He fires. That 3 off the mark. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And it's Carter penetrating, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, easy call.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Left side, Brown. Shot clock at 6. From deep 3-point range. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Carter. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Passes it to prime time. Some solid defense from Harris. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to the general. And there's the pass to A-Train. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Marshall. Misses from close range.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Brown, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And that one drops for him.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
The general passes to Hammonds. Here's the general. Three-pointer. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the three.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
It's hauled in by Harris. Gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Hammond's shot is off.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Walton's checked in for Harris. Here's the general. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Walton, the pass to A-Train. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Of course, the game is shifting towards skill and finesse, but there are those players who thrive in this league who are like bulldozers and force the issue inside.
Well, a guy like Blake Griffin, who is such a physically gifted basketball player, enters the league as one of the great dunkers, but has now added a three-point shot, still can play bully ball. But for me, the most ferocious at the rim scorer, and the guy who's probably most underrated aspect is his strength, is the Greek freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the rim. Good luck and good night.
I don't know how you do it, right? I mean, how do you defend that?
Impossible.
Indeed. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Here's Q. Great D that time from Walton.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Brown. No good that time. Good work defensively by Jones.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And a lowly 30% to start this game out. Brown against Moore. Passes to T. Four on the shot clock. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. Kick out to Moore. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's A-Train. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Moore outside. Here's Maverick. Walton defending. Back to Moore. Poked loose. Miles dishes to Moore. They get it back. And it's Miles missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
That one is off. No good on the second free throw. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And
Wow.
I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
Remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. And Walton sends it back.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Brown the pass to T. Kicks it to Walton. Here's Cowboy. Pass to T. From the baseline. That one wide left. Well off their usual numbers, around 29% so far.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
The pass to A-Train. Walton with the ball. Pass to T. The three. And it's Miles with the rebound.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Ramsey passes to Moore. Shoots over Brown. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Being a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes. 26 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Walton. Trying to get something going. Offensive rebound. From the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the visiting team with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. They've got Edwards. Walton is out there with Cowboy. Then it's T. And it's A-Train in at the center, walking down the middle. T out there with Maverick. And it's Boomer. And it's the Dude. And it's Q in at the point.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
And it's blocked. And they get it back. Tries again. Not going to go that time.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Pass to Edwards. The pass to T. Moore with the steal. Here's Ramsey. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Clearly a foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one misses. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Moore, left side. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. Passes it to Primetime. Unloads. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And that one's good. Hammonds got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Moore outside. Pass to Carter. Over Harris. It's hauled in by Edwards. Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Cowboy passes to Edwards. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one to fall. Gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously that needs to change. Ramsey. He can't hit that time. Just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Cowboy passes to the general. Pass to Edwards. Harris inside. Moore's there. Here's Cowboy. Harris trying to get free, and it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession. Jones checked in for D. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now here's Moore. Defense is right there. At the elbow, Jones. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pass to Primetime. A three-pointer, no good. Primetime's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And that one misses. Now, here's Marshall. Edwards defending. Jones, the pass to Primetime. Jones kicks to Moore. Out to Carter. Here's Primetime. Oh, that's blocked. Here's the General. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Edwards. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Passes to Jones. Moore outside. Back to Jones. Over Harris. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's off on the first. And he ends up missing both free throws. Gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's the General. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. A baseline J. Denied for the 3rd time. He's 0 for 3. Hitting only 21% from the field so far. 2 points. That one goes.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Edwards passes to Cowboy. And Jones sends it back. They recover it. Carter against Harris. There's the 3. But they'll get another chance. Hammonds kicks to Edwards. He had a nice open look right there.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Now Moore. To the paint. Jones dishes to Carter. Pass to Marshall. Over Edwards. That one off the back iron and out.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Pass to Cowboy. Here's the General, defended by Carter. Here's the General. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Brown, he's checked in for Harris. Q, he's covered by Brown. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's the General. The pass to Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he's just had one attempt at the line earlier. He misses the free throw. He's off on the second.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Here's Maverick. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. The offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And Walton sends it back. Goes up again. Jones, the pass to Miles. Here's Hansen. Knocks down the 3 ball. Mavericks got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Now here's Edwards. Down low. Here's T. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
On Wednesday, then on Saturday. Free throw good, Miles. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection. Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Back to Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. That one misses for Jones. In just 29% in this game, they are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Brown with it, pass to T. And here's Edwards. 4 on the clock. No dice from the high post.
Oh, just incredible. That spin shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot. Gives the team such a great element having a 1 guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it, Kevin. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's T. Another miss. His 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The first one falls. That one misses.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
And Walton kicks to Edwards. A 3-ball. The shot missing. And so we wrap up the first half. The away team, they're up by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. It's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. Cannot lose that edge in the second half.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. So it's the visitors now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. A-Train is out there with Hammonds. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Harris, and it's the general in at the point guard position. Carter dishes to Marshall. Here's prime time, guarded by Harris. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Q. From deep. That shot missing.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful. Well, that's not exactly the most solid screen you'll see, but it still works.
Here's prime time. And the pass to Q. Pass to Jones. Shoots from the right block. And he connects with the jumper. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Passes it to Hammonds. Here's the general. Five on the clock. From deep three-point range, and no good that time. Good work defensively by Carter.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Deflects the pass. Now Edwards. A second chance effort. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That free throw missing.
Well, free throw shooting is a constant cause of concern for them, and today that concern has been front and center.
And he sinks the second. Here's prime time. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Pass to Q. Knocked away. To the left wing. Now here's Marshall. Edwards defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. But they recover it. Basket counts. 6 points for T.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Now here's Edwards. From deep. And Jones pulls it down.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Marshall, and it's denied. Edwards against Carter, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. No good on the free throw. Of course, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have 2 goals. Instead of 1 championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Here's Q, rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. The pass to Q. Tipped away. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
You know, the second half has been a series of distractions for him. After 1 turnover in the first, been a disaster.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. That free throw, no good.
And he has been grinding away to get himself to the line. It hasn't always turned into points, but he's doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
And the second free throw, good. And a pretty brutal 29% since the break. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession. Jones, the pass to Carter. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Primetime. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here's the general. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Marshall with the steal. Here's Primetime, rejected by Harris. Only one man back on D. Here's Edwards, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
Not sure where it's gone, but he's lost his confidence at the foul line.
And he can't get the first one.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
T's checked in for Harris. He hits the second from the line.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Shooting a terrible 27% from the floor. Boy, an off night for them to say the least. Here's prime time and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Goes back up. The shot that time not on target.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
No good on the free throw. Walton's checked in for Edwards. Good on the second free throw. Here's Q. It's blocked.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
From deep. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The dude, he's checked in for Jones. Pass to prime time. Now, here's Marshall. To the left side wing.
Hey, look at yours.
Here's Ramsey. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Cowboy passes to the general. Walton with the ball. And there's the pass to Cowboy. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. The kick out to Walton. The 3. And it's Miles with the rebound. Miles has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Q passes to Marshall. Here's prime time. Pass to Q. There's the triple. But they get it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
No good on that one. Brown is checked in for the general. So he comes up empty, missing both. Cowboy passes to Hammonds. Off on the layup.
And they continue to control the glass.
Pass to Q. It's deflected. Ramsey. Walton defending. Here's Q. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This is his second trip to the free throw line. He misses the free throw. A-Train, he's checked in for Cowboy. And he's good on the second. Gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. Pass to Walton. Rebound by Marshall. Marshall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hugh passes to Miles. There's the pass to Q. It's tipped, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Brown the pass to T. Pulls up on the elbow. And it's Miles with the rebound. Miles has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Now here's Miles. The 7-footer falls. Miles has got 5 now.
Smooth as silk, and given that height advantage, a relatively easy look.
Passes it to T. Lock at 6. And good that time. A-Train's got his second basket of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Here's prime time. He's covered by Brown. From past the arc. Pass to prime time. Up top, Miles. He has 5. Down low. The pass to Q. Rebound by Hammonds. Hammonds got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brown outside. Passes to T. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Walton. Jacks up a 3. That one's not going to go.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And it's blocked.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Well, it's amazing, Greg. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
And so here's the home team. It's a 10-point game. Out to the right wing. Hammonds passes to T. Got it off in time. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The away team up 10. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. And around 24%, not a good showing here. Prime time is out there with Q. Then there's Carter. Then it's Magician. And it's Ramsey in at the 5 spot. Here's Hammonds. Defended by Carter. Brown kicks to Walton. Clock at 4. It's blocked.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Traps in the tray.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, Greg, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Now, here's Walton. To the paint. A-Train, the pass to T. From deep three-point range, that shot off.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
That one goes in, and that's now 9 points for prime time.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
And here is Brown. Pass to T. To the middle. Here's the floater. And he lays it up and in.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Q passes to primetime. He kicks to Marshall. Shot on the wing. That one a little long.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
And it's sent back by Carter. Now the pass to Q. Elbow shot is on the way. The shot misses.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
They retain possession. Pushing it up. Pull up Shea. No good that time. Gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's A-Train, defended by Carter. Now Walt. No good on that one. Gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's primetime. Puts it up. The rebound by Walton.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Jones checked in for D. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Passes it to Jones. Misses off the left iron. Around 24%. Not a good showing here. Pass to Edwards. Pass to the general. Here's Hammonds. Here's the general, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon. Here's primetime.
Jones, the pass to Q. To stop the drought, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And that one misses. That one is no good. Gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And Harris wide open. He shoots. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Boy, that's what you call great thinking on the fly. Passing on the shot in midair and laying it off to the open man.
They get the rebound. Jones. And it's slammed in by Jones.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Now here is Harris. Rebound by Marshall. Marshall's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 6 rebounds in the game. Marshall with the steal. Here's prime time. It's hauled in by Harris. In this fourth quarter, pretty dire at 27%. Here's Edwards. Connects from 3-point range.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
The pass to prime time. Now here's Marshall. 5 on the clock. From deep. And that one is off.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Looking to get it going, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. Here's the general. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that.
Now here is Harris. Passes it to the general. Now Edwards. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Q passes to prime time. It's blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Marshall with it. Releases. Money from the wing.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Hugh.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Now here's Edwards. Inside. Just 3 to shoot. Got a hand on it. And here comes the break. Here's Primetime, guarded by Harris. Pass to Primetime, and stolen by Harris. Drops in the breakaway layup. Harris! So it's the visitors now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Hugh passes to Primetime, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. No good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. It's stolen by Carter. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hugh passes to Primetime. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Marshall. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
In this fourth quarter, pretty dire at 27%. 1:04 left in the fourth. On the pass to Primetime. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the 3. Here's the general. Pass to Edwards. It's not going to go for him. And they're on the break. And then Jones with the jam. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Here is Edwards. There's 21 seconds left in the game. But they'll get another chance. Can't hit from 12. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time